Hi, my friend. I have made these videos to show how to use this set of nice gadgets. This is a set of USB power tester, monitor, and discharger kit. We can use this set of kits to do a lot of things, and I would like to introduce this one by one in the next minute. Okay, to start with, I would like to introduce each items one by one first, and so we can understand, briefly which items can do, and finally I will demonstrate how we can put this kit working together and to do some testings our own. Okay, before I get started, I would like to make sure we understand there are some USB power sources on the market for us to charging our mobile phones, tablet PCs, charging our computers. Even we are on the road using the vehicle's cigarette jack, and also some samples of commonly find USB source on the market. And let me introduce you the USB power source first here, and we will proceed with the guidance on using this kit next. Alright, here I find a USB portable battery bank. Okay, it is with a very high capacities here. Also, we can see another USB power source adapters is the vehicle cigarette jack USB adapter with USB connectors, right? Okay, and also we have a regular adapter that comes with any mobile phones or tablet PC charger that normally comes with cables from the manufacturers. Okay, this is also a type of USB power source connectors here, and when it connects to wall jack, this become a USB power source, right? Okay, and also I have find another set of USB small convenience instant use emergency phone charger power source, and this one actually using a single cells of regular batteries, and once we connect, we put it, and we can charge our phones instantly and allow us another half or even more than an hour total times. Alright, now let's get back to our previous set of the USB power test kit. Okay, it comes with total 4 items here. Before we start this, I would like to add another very common USB power source that I almost forgot, but I seen that every day. It is our computer USB port. Okay, desktop PC or laptop USB port. Those are the most common USB power source as well. Okay, now let's get started to see this item one by one. Okay, the first item is the USB power tester and monitors. Okay, this is not power tester on the market because it comes with additional features to monitor the USB power source stabilities and will automatically cut off the powers for us if it detects overload or underload USB power voltage. We can see we have two small windows here. The left one is showing the voltage, showing V here, and the right one here showing the current, power current, and is indicated by A for ampere. Okay, and we also have a speaker here. It will generate audio alerts if they are overload or underload power voltage detect. Okay, it shows faster beat for overload and then slower beat for underload voltage. Standard USB voltage should be 5V, and this measures from 4.5V to let's see, this one alarm protects the value between 5.1 to 5.8, that will be normal. Okay, if any values below 5V or higher than 5AV voltage, it will automatically generate the audio alarms for us. Okay, and we also have a switch button over here. This button allows us to page up, showing the page up or page down. Okay, it will, the first press, it will show up the menu. The second press, it will show the total power, electrical powers in WH value, unit, WH. And then the second press, it will show us the total power capacities in mAh unit. Okay. For example, the USB portable battery bank that I have, the golden one, that advertised as to have 2600 mAh. That is the total power capacities that portable battery can carry. And of course, higher the value, the power will last longer. Alright, and here we have a standard USB connector, USB male connector, and also a standard USB female connectors. These USB protectors, USB, also called USB power tester and monitor. It allows us to add an extra layer of protections to the USB power source and the charging device. For example, we connected this before we connect our USB flash drive. Okay, connect this port. Computer USB is a type of common USB power source. Okay, before we connect this, if that USB power source is faulty and generating extra high voltage, we connect the flash drive, will probably damage the flash drive and including the data inside. So we want to add this extra layer to make sure the voltage supply to these flash drives are stable and within space. It will automatically monitor the voltage for us. So we want these protectors here. So we can add this to our PC USB port first, then connect this flash drive on the other end. So just add this device between the PC and the flash drive. Okay, or add this between the USB power source wall jack and our charging phones. So this provides extra layer of protections. And this allows the data to pass through, not just the electricity voltage currents to pass through. Okay, it allows the data, high-speed data pass through as well. Okay, and this will be, the computer won't detect this anyhow, but it will just detect the flash drive directly. So no worry, just it's very easy to use. Okay, the second device I would like to introduce here is the cable and the adapter. We see this cable actually is the similar one to the one that comes with our mobile phone chargers, and every mobile phone and tablet PC should have some kind of power adapters like this, and also a much longer cables. And this actually is same type of cables, mini PCI. Sorry, this is a mini USB. Okay, mini USB cables. This is a shorter cables for control testing purpose, because we can just measure the voltage span on these cables should be the similar one to the one that the same voltage that we span on the longer cables, to make sure we can do the comparisons. If the longer original cables consumes much more voltage than this shorter one do, this shorter one does, and they're probably indicating the original cables probably have some broken wire inside and need a replacement. Okay, so this one here is just the adapters. It convert the mini USB to the standard USB. So when we want to test the cable, connect the power source, and we can measure the voltage. I will do this in the next few minutes. Let me introduce the items feature one by one first. And this one is the multifunctional discharger kit. It comes with 3 types of USB power connector. The standard USB, micro USB, and also the smaller one, mini USB. Okay, it allows us to connect all three different types of power source to these dischargers. Right. Okay, and we can see here is the three resistor block comes with different values. The top one we can see here clearly, it states that 0.5A ampere, and the middle one is 1A, and the bottom one is 2 ampere. Okay, so if we have a power source, we want to discharge that, we can just manually turn this on. We turn all this on, will add up like 2A plus 2A plus 1A equal to 3A plus 0.5A. The total will be, will be 3.5A's. Okay, so 3.5A to discharge a USB power source. So, and let's see. But one precaution is that whenever we turn this on, this resistor block will be getting very hard. Okay, so be careful not to touch the resistor block. So don't hold it this way. Okay. The resistor block anytime, because we don't know if it is very hard or not. Okay, so we better hold it right here or over here. Okay, this is one way of manual combination of discharging the USB power source. The other way of discharging the USB power source is connect our mobile phone cables and charging our mobiles as we want using any of this USB power connector here. Okay, and then the other end, of course, connecting our cell phones. Another way of discharging the USB power source is turn around the 9 LED here. This LED are very bright. Their switch button is over here. Okay, their button over here turns on and off. Okay, I will show how steps. Alright, now I've done introducing all 4 items. Okay, and now I would like to put them to work. Let's start with, for example, I get a USB power source, and this is the one. It stays with 26,000 milliamp and also showing output range of 800 milliamp, so it's less than 1 ampere. Okay, now we want to measure the voltage running from this USB power bank. We connect the PC tester, the PC power testers. Okay, and it will show a number. Okay, 5.46 voltage. Okay, it is from the left. Is the 5.6 V for voltage, 0 for current, because we are not connecting any device, so no currents will running. Just so this, the value from 5V to 5.8 V's are normal, are okay. So this is the working power supply, USB power supply. Okay, next we will try to figure out, we will test this cable here. We will try to compare how good is this cable and our original charger cables. Okay, this control cable, we want to get a reading first from these cables. So we need to connect this cable to the power source to measure the voltage running through these cables, right? So we want to let this tester to pick up whatever value of voltage is running from the power source through the cables. So we have to connect this cable between the power source and our meters to read this voltage inside the cables. Alright, now before we do that, we need to use the converters here. This is the right converters. Mini USB, and it will provide a USB connector here, right? Okay, so this end will go to the power source. Alright, and now we want to pick up the power voltage running through these cables. Then we have to use this meter, this tester here. Okay, and now we already connect the cable, and we can see it shows 5.45 voltage and no current yet. Okay, 5.45 voltage. Next we will replace this cable with the original cable to see how different are the voltage. If the voltage only drop a very little, we can say the cable is okay. Unless it drop a lot, that means some wires should have broken inside the original cables. Otherwise, the voltage should remain pretty much the same or very close to the same number. Alright, now let's take this cable, connect it. We want to measure the voltage spanned on this cable. And this time we still need to use the same converter adapter here. Okay, and this side we'll use for standard USB. And now I would like to make sure. Okay, now this is simple, right? We just replace the cable, the white cable, the short white cable with this longer black cables, and it shows 5.43. It is very close to the 5.45 voltage we have. It is normal because shorter cables consumes lower voltage. It's reasonable. Okay, so this cable, we can say it is a working nice cables. We don't need to replace that, and unless we have a very significant voltage drop, like 0.1 or 0.2 voltage drop, that indicating the cables have very high resistance and consumes significant amount of voltage in the cable. So we probably need to replace that. Okay. And this one is okay, as we can see, it's only 0.01, so that is very low and a very small amount of voltage drop. We can totally ignore that. Okay, so this is one way of testing the cables. Okay, we want to do some other testing as well besides the cables. So we put the cable back. Actually, next time we don't need to use the power, battery bank. We can just use connect the adapter to the wall jack, and then connect the cable that way to measure it. Don't worry about it. It will pick up the voltage. Okay. And this is done. The cable testing is done, and next I'm going to introduce how to do many other testings using this nice multifunctional discharger kit. Okay, right now, for example, if we have USB power source like like this one, it comes with standard USB, and this one it comes with a micro USB. And first we can try to connect the micro USB type. Okay, the power runs through here. Oh, okay, I believe the battery is not secured, so we can take it out. Try that again. Okay, and right now, once the power is run through, there's a power source connected to the charger. The charger light will turn on here. Okay, and we can try 3 different ways to discharge the USB power source. Okay, one way, why we need to discharge that? Because later on we can use this to measure the total amount of discharged power. So we will find out the total capacities of this USB power source. So for now, we will learn the way to discharge that first. Okay, one way to discharge this small amount of USB, power capacity device, we have 3 different ways. One is using the resistor block method. We can manually configure, turn on or turn off the resistor block. And again, this will be getting very hard, so be careful not to touch that. We can also turn them off and connect our charging mobile phone cables. Right, we can connect standard original phone cables to charge that, and then the other end connect the other end will just like connect it to our mobile phones, and it will charge out. See, power logo's on, so it start charging, right? Even though a small amount of just a single cell of battery enough to charge allows another 30 minutes, an hour talk times, right? Okay, this is one way. It allow up to 4 mobile phone charging together at the same time. Okay, it's keep charging. Alright, this is very neat. Okay, comparing to the resistor block, charging the mobile phone is more power efficiency for me, because the power will transfer from the power source to our cell phone battery. If we using the resistor block, the power will just wasted and transformed to heat energies, and that of course will quite wasteful, right? Okay, but in the case we don't have mobile phone with us, we have to use resistor block. And again, please be very careful. The resistor block will getting very hot, and don't touch that. Okay, and sit there for another 30 minutes to wait it to cool down. Okay, besides the resistor block and the 4 types of USB phone charger discharging method, we have another switch here, right? The switch here is LEDs, so we can press this, and we see our LEDs turn around. They are all turned on. Okay, I will try to turn off again. Okay, this is very bright. LEDs are very to illuminate our small rooms here, and very bright. Okay, we can turn it off here. Okay, and then turn it on again, and we can just leave it. We can even use this as a outdoor lighting source for camping or whatever. We want to show off our friend, hey, see, take a look, I have a very bright LED device, a nice rear gadget here. Okay, and this is just like a torch. It looks like a torch to us, right? Okay, very good. Alright, this way. And next, I'm going to show, by only discharging off the power source is not meaningful at all. I'm just trying to introduce the 3 different ways of discharging the power source. But right now we want to make this discharging process more meaningful. I want to show how we can calculate the total amount of power that we have been discharged, from the USB power source. Alright, so if we want to discharge the USB power sources using this discharger, the more meaningful way is put this USB power tester and monitor between the devices to pick up whatever value of the power run through the USB power source to the discharger, so we can get the accumulated count of the total powers consumed by the discharger. Once the total powers are used up, we can get the figures here to find out the total amount of actual power capacities on this USB power portable battery bank. Okay, whenever it stays 10,000 or 20,000 mAh, we want to find out the actual amount of power in mAh units this way. So this is a very nice way to do so. I would like to show you just a simple step to do this. We connect the discharger, and we need the counter USB power tester and monitor to pick up the value, and then connect to the power source. Okay. Alright, and now we see, okay, we set the value. We need to set the value by using the 0.5 because the battery is running low right now. Okay, so we want to using the top one, and then we just check out, wait till the number gets to accumulated mAh goes to 10, and then we will shut it off, just like the powers all being used up, from the USB power source. And next time we turn on this device, it will show up a very close value to the actual readings we have. It will automatically save the total amount of power run through the tester unit itself. Next time we turn it on. Okay, now discharging at 0.5 ampere. The lights, yes, the top one is on. The top one is on. Okay. Okay, I almost reached 10. Okay, so now I can disconnect the power source. We will assume this is just like all battery are run out. Okay, and then again, don't touch the resistor block. They are very hard. Okay, they could be very hard. Alright, so now just like maybe I use another power source. Or we can just connect this to the computer USB port. We will get the power that way as well. And we press the button. We see right, it shows the same 10. This is the number we picked up earlier. So this is the saved total amount of. Actually, once we press that, it will show the current voltage and then the 0.0 current, because we don't have any device connected to it. So there's no electricity current running through. So 5.15 is the current voltage. Press 1 to get to the electrical capacity in WH. Okay, and then we press again, we will see the total amount of power capacity in mAh. That is the one we want. We press 1. Okay, it shows the last saved unit 10 mAh, because we don't have that much time to done the whole test. Okay, just an example. Okay, for example, this battery USB portable bank, it states to have 10,000 or 12,000 mAh capacity. We can use this method to discharge all the powers until it shuts down, and then connect it to another power source to find out, to press try. I believe it should be press tries to see the total amount of the saved capacity. And we then do comparison. Maybe it will just shows a much lower voltage. I mean much lower, power capacities when compared to the manufacturer's state, 10,000 or 20,000 mAh current, mAh power capacity. We can do the comparison ourselves. Okay, this is just a simple test to find out the actual power capacities we have on this power USB portable rechargeable kit. Okay, and hope this helps you understand. We can another great features to find out the power capacities on the USB power source also, and we have other features and other tests to do. So just use your imaginations and use your USB power source you have. Okay, and we also use the discharging device you have to connect it to here as well. And you may also, before we select the right settings, we have to figure out how much total output current we have on the USB power source. For example, these vehicles, see here, to have output range of 5V and then 3.1 A is for current ampere. So we probably want to discharge that at 2A or a little bit more than 2A. Okay, so we can set the bottom one is 2A, turn the 2A on, and then 0.5 added together 2.5. That will be pretty much enough. Okay, and then of course we can discharge that, but simply discharging the USB power source is not meaningful. You want to measure how much power we discharge that, so we want to connect it this way so we can get the actual counters. And just another example is the other portable USB power battery. It states to have 26 edge, right? And also output value is 800 mA. So in order to discharge this, we pay attention on output. Okay, output at 800 mA. We want to discharge this USB power source at little bit higher than or close to 800 mA. So 1000 mA equal to 1A. So we just select. We will just A will be enough. So 1A here is enough. So the middle one should be turned on, and the other two should be turned off. Okay. If your device is only 1A and you want to discharge that at 2A, that will be fine. But some device will causing self-protection to shut off, because we don't want to discharge at a much higher speed than the original equipment is capable of. Okay, and hope this helps. Any question, welcome to let me know.